I think we're live, guys. Let's wait for one more minute and then we'll start the session. So it's 3 p.m. Let's start the session. The session was scheduled at 3 p.m. So let's start it. So this session is specifically being designed, or these sessions are specifically being designed for IIM Bangalore undergraduate program. So a few weeks back, IIM Bangalore has announced that they will be starting their undergraduate course, which is BBA in Digital Business and Entrepreneurship, BSc Honors in Economics, and BSc Honors in Data Science. So for these three courses, they will be conducting an exam. So let's look exam. So the exam pattern will be like this. There will be 30 questions for quantitative aptitude and data interpretation. This includes your arithmetic, like topics like profit and loss, simple interest, compound interest, and data interpretation, where you have to you'll be provided with a graph and you have to like interpret that graph. You have to see that graph and answer the following questions. As well as there are 15 questions for logical and analytical reasoning. In these kind of questions, you will generally find questions like where you have to arrange people, which is linear arrangement, or you have to arrange people on a circular table, which is circular arrangement. And then we have verbal ability and reading comprehension. So in reading comprehension questions, these are 15 questions, or in these questions there will be RC passages and provided, like there will be RC passage for roughly around 400 to 500 words. And on those RC passage, you have to basically, you will be provided with 3 or 4 questions. You have to answer those questions on the basis of the passage. There can be grammar as well, vocabulary, para jumbles, para insertion. Verbal ability can include anything. So this is about the paper pattern. Now, one thing which we have, like we are providing this courses and this series, there is this 5 IIM Bangalore mock tests which are being provided by us, and these are available at free of cost. The link will be available in the description box, and these mocks are designed by by the alumni of all the top IIMs. So I'll definitely suggest you to like please attempt these mocks, get a gist of it, like what the exam can, what the paper pattern can be, or what kind of questions this year you can expect. Also, this is IIM Bangalore's first time when they're like conducting this exam for the first time. So you want to attempt some mock like you want to attempt some kind of mock which is created by the people from IIM Bangalore or IIM Ahmedabad or IIM Calcutta. So these mocks are designed by the people from all the top IIMs, from IIM Ahmedabad and IIM Calcutta and IIM Bangalore as well. So I'll definitely suggest you to attempt these mocks. These are free of cost. Many people we are seeing, like from the day we have started these sessions, there are many people who are giving these mocks, and we have got good responses on these mocks. So I'll definitely suggest you to try these mocks. They're free of cost, so give these mocks. Then we have also created a WhatsApp channel for all the people who are basically preparing for IIM Bangalore undergraduate examination. Basically, the preparation is the best when you're preparing with the like-minded people, or the people who are preparing the same way you are, like the same exam for which you are preparing. So I'll definitely suggest you to join this IIM Bangalore channel. The link will be in the description box. You'll find people who are preparing for IIM Bangalore undergraduate exam this year. So I'll definitely suggest you to like follow this channel. The link will be in the description box. Join this channel. Okay. Okay, so these are our upcoming live streams. So we have started the live streams from 22nd of October 2025, and the exam for IIM Bangalore is on 13th of December 2025. So from 22nd October till 13th of December, we have a full series which is coming up. We have all the sessions like this. We are already done with percentages and averages. We are already done with ratio and proportions. We are already done with linear and arrangement. Yesterday was a session for grammar and sentence correction. Today we have session for profit and loss, and for the next 3 days we have circular arrangement, reading comprehension, number systems. All these topics are very much important, and we expect these topics to come in the exams. Like we are very much like sure that these topics will be coming in the exam. So if you're joining in today, I'll definitely suggest you to watch the previous videos of, let's say, percentages and averages, ratio and proportion, linear arrangement, and subscribe our channel and like this video and subscribe the channel, because there are many things which are coming on this channel. The next, only these 3 classes are there, but we have a schedule. On this slide we have only 3 classes, but we have a complete schedule up till 13th of December. So I'll definitely suggest you to subscribe to this channel, because there's a lot of things coming on this channel. Also, I'll definitely I'll ask you to visit the cracku.in website every now and then. You can just search IIM Bangalore undergraduate exam mock test, or you can just search Cracku IIM Bangalore undergraduate mock test. So we are planning to provide you a lot of stuff which will be available on our website. So I'll definitely suggest you to keep visiting the IIM Bangalore website. Any doubts in this one? Tomorrow we have session for circular arrangement, which is again another a very important topic and a difficult topic to understand. So I'll definitely suggest you to join in if you if you're seeing this video now, if you're seeing this video before tomorrow 8 p.m. I'll definitely suggest you to join the session which is on circular arrangement from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. tomorrow. So with this, let's start our profit, loss and discount topic. So one very important concept, which is the basic concept in profit, loss and discount, is basically the cost price, selling price and mark price. Okay, so what is cost price? The definition of cost price is the price at which goods are or have been bought by a shopkeeper. So let's say I am the shopkeeper and I want to sell some item A which is available at some factory. So I went to that factory or that industry, wherever it is available. I got that item A. So as a shopkeeper, what I am paying to get that item, let's say that item is some box. What cost I am paying to get that item as a shopkeeper, because I want to sell it to you. As a shopkeeper, what I am paying to get that item is basically the cost price. So this is basically the price which is paid by the shopkeeper. The price at which goods are or have been bought by a shopkeeper. The price which is paid by the shopkeeper. So this was about cost price. Now we have selling price. Selling price is basically the amount a customer pays to the shopkeeper for the product. So selling price is basically, let's say you are the customer now. I am the shopkeeper. The price, the item which I got from the factory, which was, let's say, which was a box, I paid rupees 100. So this rupees 100, so let's say this is the shopkeeper and this is the industry. Yeah. So this is the shopkeeper, or I'll take the notes here. So let's say this is some industry and I am the shopkeeper here. So whatever price I am paying to get this item is some box. Let's say I am paying, this is the shopkeeper. Let's say I am paying rupees 100. This rupees 100 I paid to get this box. To get this box, I paid rupees 100. So this is the price which is paid by the shopkeeper. So this 100 will become the cost price. This 100 will be the cost price. Now let's say you are the customer here. This is the customer. I am providing this box to you now. This box I am providing to you. For this box, I am providing to you at, let's say, rupees 120. Let's say I am charging rupees 120 from you so that you can get this box. To get this box, you have to pay rupees 120. So the price which is paid by the customer, this price that is rupees 120 is being paid by you. This is the price which is paid by the customer. So this rupees 120 becomes the selling price. This rupees 120 becomes the selling price. So this is the selling price. The selling price is the amount a customer pays to a shopkeeper for the product. Now we have mark price. Again, a very important concept. So mark price is basically the original price of an item before any discounts are applied. This is also known as the list price or the tag price. This is also known as the list price or the tag price. Basically, what is mark price? Mark price is something you might have seen MRP, which is the maximum retail price. It is basically the mark price. So any kind of label which I put on the product, let's say on this box, this one, I put a label that the price of this item is rupees 150. I put a label on this box that this price, that is, let's say this is the MRP is rupees 150. So this MRP rupees 150 is basically the mark price. The mark price of the item, which is MP, is equals to rupees 150. MRP, again I'll explain. MRP, you might have seen a lot of time in all the products, you will see this MRP. What is this MRP? This MRP is the mark price. MRP is basically the label price or the list price, or we can also call it as a tag price. This MRP is rupees 150. So which becomes the mark price of the item, which is equals to rupees 150. So let me explain this to you once again with this example only, the difference between cost price, selling price and the mark price. Again, let's say this is some industry. This is some industry on which there's some box which I want to get as a shopkeeper. This is me, who is a shopkeeper here, and this is you, who is a customer here. So this is the industry from which a certain item is available, which is box here in this example. I want to get this box as a shopkeeper. So the amount which I am paying, to the industry to get this box, as a shopkeeper, what I am paying to get this item is basically the cost price. Is basically this cost price, which is equals to rupees 100. Then, as a shopkeeper now, I am selling this item to you. So as a shopkeeper, I am selling this item to the customer, and I am saying that I will take rupees 120 to give this item to you. As a shopkeeper, I will take rupees 120 to provide this item to the customer. So this 120 becomes the selling price of the item. Selling price of the item becomes rupees 120. Then we discuss about the mark price, which is basically on this box or any item which we have, there is a MRP which is written at rupees 150. So this MRP will be the mark price of the item, which is equals to rupees 150. So this is the concept of cost price, selling price and mark price. I hope this is clear. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the chat box. Again guys, I'll tell you to like this stream if you're watching it now, or whenever you're watching this, please like this stream. We are posting a lot of content, and this your like will provide us the motivation to put on more and more amount of content. As well as I'll definitely ask you to subscribe to the channel, because we are providing a lot of free content, on IIM Bangalore undergraduate mock test, because we want you to perform good in this test. So do subscribe to the channel, as well as keep visiting the Cracku.in website. Again, you can visit this website, which is Cracku. You can just search Cracku IIM Bangalore mock test, and you will be directed to the Cracku.in website. There will be posting a lot of content. So I'll definitely suggest you to keep checking this website. So I think there's no doubt. So let's move to the next slide. Now we have another concept, another important concept in this topic, which is profit and loss. Profit and loss. So what is profit? profit occurs when the selling price of the item is greater than the cost price of the item. In the previous example, you might have seen that for the box, as a shopkeeper, I was paying rupees 100 and I was charging rupees 120 to get that item. So cost price was rupees 100 and selling price was rupees 120. Selling price was rupees 120. Now, profit occurs when selling price is greater than cost price. You can clearly see that the selling price, which is rupees 120, is greater than the cost price, which is rupees 100. So selling price is greater than the cost price, so this will lead to a profit. This will lead to a profit. And the formula for profit, like what is the profit amount, is basically given by the formula profit is equals to SP minus CP, which is selling price minus the cost price. So in this case, when the cost price of the item was rupees 100 and the selling price of the item was rupees 120, the profit basically here will be profit is equals to selling price, which is rupees 120. So rupees 120 minus cost price, which is rupees 100. So the profit will be rupees 20. So this rupees 20 will be the profit. So this is about profit. Profit occurs when the selling price of the item is greater than the cost price. In the example, we can see the selling price of the item is greater than the cost price. So the profit was rupees 120. Then we have another important concept, which is loss. So loss occurs when the cost price of the item is greater than the selling price. And it is given by the formula loss is equals to cost price minus the difference between the cost price and the selling price. Now, let's say the cost price of the item, the same item, is rupees 100. Cost price was rupees 100. I paid rupees 100 to get that item as a shopkeeper. But now what I am doing, I am selling this item to you, who is the customer. I am selling this item to you in some, let's say, I am selling this item to you at rupees 80. Or let's say at rupees 75. I am getting this item at rupees 100, the amount which I paid to get that item, and I am taking only rupees 75 from you. As a shopkeeper, I am taking 75 rupees from the customer. So you can clearly see that the cost price of the item, which is 100, is greater than the selling price of the item, which is rupees 75. So we can see in this case, we can say cost price is greater than the selling price. Cost price is greater than the selling price, and thus we'll use this formula, which is loss is equals to cost price CP minus SP. So loss will be CP is what? Is rupees 100. So CP is equals to 100, and SP is what? SP is rupees 75. So CP 100 minus 75. So loss will be rupees 25. So this is the loss. So profit occurs when selling price is greater than the cost price, and loss occurs when the cost price of the item is greater than the selling price. Now we have one more important formula in this, which is the profit percentage and loss percentage. The profit percentage, whenever there will be a profit, you will calculate the profit percentage, and the formula is this. This SP minus CP is basically the profit. So you can directly substitute the value of SP minus CP as profit. So this will become, you can also write this as profit divided by CP into 100. So this is the formula for profit percentage. Similarly, for loss percentage, the formula is CP minus SP divided by CP into 100. CP minus SP divided by CP into 100. Again, this CP minus SP, you can substitute with the loss value. The CP minus SP, this thing you can substitute with the loss. So this formula will become loss divided by CP into 100. Loss divided by CP into 100. So this is about the profit, loss, profit percentage and loss percentage. I'll repeat once again. Profit is basically it's the condition which occurs when the selling price of the item is greater than the cost price, and it is given by the formula profit is equals to selling price minus cost price. Loss occurs when cost price of the item is greater than the selling price, and loss is equals to CP minus SP. Profit percentage is basically given by the formula profit divided by CP into 100, or you can write, instead of this profit, you can write selling price minus cost price divided by cost price into 100. Similarly, for the loss percentage is given by loss divided by CP into 100. And instead of this loss, you can write CP minus SP. So this will become CP minus SP divided by CP into 100. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the chat box. So there is no doubt. So let's move to the next slide. Another important concept in topic of profit, loss and discount, which you will find in like this won't be asked directly in the question, but you will find the application of this concept in nearly all the questions, which is successive increase and decrease. This is also continued later in the video, which has successive discounts concept in that. So successive increase and decrease. So the price of an item is first increased by X percentage and then again by Y percentage. Then the overall percentage increase in the price of the item will be X plus Y plus XY divided by 100. So if there is the increase of a price, if the price of an item is first increased by X percentage and then again it is increased by Y percentage, then the overall percentage increase, that is after the X percentage increase and then again the Y percentage increase, what will be the overall percentage increase? The overall percentage increase will be given by this formula, which is X plus Y plus XY divided by 100. So let me prove this formula to you. So let's say the price of an item is rupees 100. Let's say the price of an item is rupees 100. First, there is an increase of, let's say 10%. First, there is an increase of 10% and then there is again an increase of 20%. First, there is an increase of 10% and then there is an increase of 20%. The price of the item is rupees 100. When it is first increased by 10%, it will be 10% of 100. If you have missed the percentages class, I'll definitely suggest you to go to the Cracku IPMET channel. You will find the percentages class and like you can understand the concept there. The 10% of rupees 100 is basically rupees 10. 10% of 100 is basically rupees 10. The formula is 10, which is whatever the percentage is, divided by 100 into 100. 10 by 100 divided by 100. So this 100 will get cancelled and this 10 will be the answer. So the first, it is increased by 10%. That is, it is increased. The price of the item is increased by rupees 10. So this was the original price of the item. There is an increase of 10%. So the price of the item becomes 110, which is 110. 10% there is an increase, so the price of the item becomes 110. Now it is further said that after this 10% increase, the price of the item is again increased by Y%. In this case, the value of Y is 20%. So the price of the item after this scenario, that is when the price is already increased by 10%, that is the price has already reached rupees 110. After this 110, there is a percentage increase of 20%. It is again increased by 20%. So 20% of 110 will be, you can write here, 20 divided by 100 into 110. 0 will get cancelled and this 0 will get cancelled. So this is equals to rupees 22. This is equals to rupees 22. So from 110, there is an increase of 20%. So the increase of 20% of 110 is 22 rupees. So there is an addition of 22 rupees in this 110 rupees. That is, after this 10% increase, which becomes 110, there is an addition of rupees 22 more. There is an addition of rupees 22 more. So the final price of the item becomes 132. It is first increased by 10%. After this 10% increase, the value of the price of the item becomes 110. And after this 20% increase, the price of the item becomes rupees 132. So from this 100, what is the final price like what is the percentage increase in the final price? From this 100, what is the percentage increase in the final price? Again, you can apply the percentages concept and you will find that there is a percentage increase of 32%. With this, we have found out that the overall percentage increase is 32%. Now let me apply this formula which we have studied here, x plus y plus xy divided by 100. So here we thought, we assumed that x is 10, we assume x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 20. So we'll write here again, x is 10, y is 20, and the overall increase, which is overall increase, is given by the formula x plus y plus xy divided by 100. So what is the value of x? X is 10, y is 20, plus 10 into 20 by 100. I'm just substituting the values of x and y. X is 10, y is 20, and x is again 10 and y is 20. So 10 plus 20 plus 10 into 20 divided by 100, this 0 and 0 will get cancelled, and this 0 and this will get cancelled, and this will become 2. So the overall increase is 10 plus 20 plus 2, which is equals to 32%. And in the example we can clearly see that there is a percentage increase of, there is an overall percentage increase of 32%. From 100 it becomes 132, so there is an overall increase of 32%. So with this I have proved the formula of successive increase. So you have to remember this formula, that when there is a percentage increase, when there is a subsequent like there is a successive increase in the percentages, you have to remember this formula, x plus y plus xy by 100. Also in some cases there will be a case when it will be said that it is first increased by 10%, first increased by 10%, then it is increased by 20%, and then it is increased by 30%. It is increased by 10%, it is increased by 20%, and then again it is increased by 30%. So in this case, what you have to do is basically, first you have to apply the formula for this one. You have to apply this formula of x plus y plus xy by 100 to these two values, where you will assume x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 20. After this, x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20, we just found out that this value will come as 32%. This value will come as 32%. So what does this say? That if we first increase by 10%, then by 20%, there will be an overall increase of 32%. Now, you have to apply again, because there is a 30% increase as well. After the two increases, there is a 30% increase as well. So what you have to do, you have to apply the formula to these values. You have to substitute x with 32 and y with 30 here. So when you substitute the values of x 32, y 30, it will come as 32 plus 30 plus 9.6. So overall this value will come out as, I think 32, 30 is 60, 960, 9. So this will come as 62 plus 9.6, which is 71.6%. This will come out as 71.6%. So there is an increase of 30. So we have found out that the overall increase will be 71.6%. When there is an increase of 10%, then there is again an increase of 20%, and then there is again an increase of 30%. In that scenario, the overall increase will be 71.6%. So if there are 3 values, you have to apply this formula twice. If there are 4 values, you have to apply this formula thrice. Like you have to follow the similar pattern. If there is, let's say, one more value which is 40%, in that case what you have to do, basically you have to consider this value as x and this value as y, and you have to again get the answer. So this pattern will continue for whatever the number of values are there. Also in certain cases there can be a decrease as well. So let's say there's first an increase of 10%, and then there was a decrease of 20%. First there was an increase of 10%, and then there was a decrease of 20%. So what in these cases, what we have to do, for increase you will consider as positive. For increase you will consider the percentage as positive, and for decrease you will consider the percentages as negative. For decrease you will consider the percentages as negative. So if there is x is equal to 10% as increase, first 10% increase, so what you will say, x is equals to plus 10. And then you'll say, then there is given that there is a, after the 10% increase, there is a 20% decrease. So what you will say in this scenario, that y is equals to minus 20. Y is equals to minus 20 because first there is an increase, decrease represents a negative value, so y is equals to minus 20. Now these values, that is x is equals to 10, y is equals to minus 20, and xy is equals to xy by 100, x is again 10 and y is minus 20. You will substitute these values. What you will get in the end, if you get a positive answer, if you are getting a positive answer, this means that there is a increase. If you get a positive answer, overall answer is positive, that is after substituting values of x and y, your answer is coming positive, this represents an increase. If it is coming negative, this represents a decrease. So this was all the this was everything regarding the concept of successive increase and decrease. Just one thing, one formula which you have to remember is basically this one, x plus y plus xy by 100, and using this you will get all the answers. Again, if there is an increase, you have to consider the value as positive. If there is a decrease, you have to consider the value of negative. If you have any doubts in this one, you can ask. So let's move on to the question. These topics are better understood when you are solving the question, when you solve the questions. Again, the formulas are not much in this topic. I'll solve nearly all the questions using these formulas only, which is profit is equals to selling, the formula for profit and loss, as well as this successive increase and decrease. So let's solve some questions here. So okay, this is the first question. Give it a try. I have a time limit of 2 minutes as well. So try to solve this question in 2 minutes only. Meanwhile, if you have any doubts in the previous slides, you can ask now. Again, I'll tell you there's a lot of content which is coming on cracku.in website. Do visit this, do search this thing, which is Cracku IIM Bangalore UG mock test. You will be directed to the Cracku's website, and we'll be providing a lot of content on this website. So keep checking this website every now and then. We want you to do the best. So do visit this website. So the time is up. Let's solve this question now. These options. Okay. It is given that a shopkeeper, by selling 6 items, earns a profit equal to the selling price of 3 items. What is its profit percentage? So it is asking what the profit percentage. This is an easy question. Let's solve this one. A shopkeeper, by selling 6 items, so he is selling 6 items. Whenever you read the word selling, it means selling price. So he is selling what? He is selling 6 items. Let us say the cost of each item. I'll assume cost of each item is equals to X. I am assuming some value that the cost of each item is rupees X. What is the shopkeeper doing? Shopkeeper is selling 6 items. Shopkeeper is selling 6 items to the so I'll just say this is the price of each item. Price of each item is rupees X. Shopkeeper is selling 6 items. The selling price of this will be rupees 6x, right? Because he is selling 6 items and the price of each item is rupees X. So selling price will be rupees 6x. Now it is further given that a shopkeeper by selling 6 items earns a profit. He is earning a profit equal to the selling price of 3 items. So first of all, he is earning a profit. So this is profit. And what is the profit? Profit is equal to the selling price of 3 items. Price of each item is rupees X and he is earning a profit which is equal to selling price of 3 items. Selling price of 3 items will be what? 3x. The profit in this case is rupees 3x. So we have the selling price, we have the profit. It is asking about the profit percentage. Again, as I said, there is not much formula than this. We know the formula for profit. Formula for profit is profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. We know the value of profit. Profit is 3x. Profit is 3x. What is the selling price? Selling price is rupees 6x. So selling price is 6x minus CP. Profit is 3x. Selling price is 6x. 6x minus CP is 3x. I'll take this on the left hand side and this on the right hand side. I'll get CP is equals to 6x minus 3x, which is equal to 3x. So cost price is 3x. So this is the formula for which I use for profit. Now I have to calculate the profit percentage. The formula for profit percentage is profit percentage is equals to profit divided by cost price into 100. Profit divided by cost price into 100. What is the profit? Profit is rupees 3x. Profit is 3x. So 3x. And what is the cost price? Cost price is 3x. We have calculated the cost price of the item as 3x. So 3x by 3x into 100. This 3x will be cancelled and the total profit percentage is 100%. Total profit percentage is 100%. So the correct answer is option C. Option C, 100% is the correct answer. So if you have any doubt, you can ask in this. C is the correct answer. Okay, so there are no doubts. So let's move to the next question. So try this one. I'll start the timer here. The time for this question is 2 minutes 30 seconds. Try to solve this question in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, we have only like this stream. We have only 6 likes up till now. I want more number of likes. So do like this stream. So time is up. Time is up. So let's solve this question. It is given a shopkeeper buys a dozen fruits for rupees 3. A dozen is equal to 12. Dozen is equal to 12. A shopkeeper buys a dozen fruits for rupees 3. At what price must he sell the fruits if he wants to realize a profit of 20%? Up till now, whatever we know, only 3 formulas regarding: one is profit, one is loss, and one is for calculating the profit percentage and loss percentage. With these 3 formulas only, we'll get the answer. A shopkeeper buys a dozen fruits for rupees 12. What it is given? Dozen fruits for rupees 12. So he is getting, a dozen contains 12 fruits, as I said. So he is getting 12 fruits for rupees 3. He is getting 12 fruits for rupees 3. So the price of one fruit, price of 12 fruits is rupees 3. So the price of one fruit will be rupees 3 by 12. 12 fruits is 3 rupees. So one fruit will be rupees 3 by 12. It can be said that each fruit will be 1 by 4 rupees. 1 by 4. 3 by 12 is 1 by 4. So the price of each fruit will be rupees 1 by 4. Now it is given that at what price must he sell the fruits? At what price must he sell the fruits if he want to realize the profit of 20%? He buys. A shopkeeper buys. This is the shopkeeper, which is this is the amount which is being paid by the shopkeeper. That is rupees 3 for 12 fruits is basically the amount which is paid by the shopkeeper. So I can say this 12 fruits for rupees 3 is the amount paid by shopkeeper. So this rupees 1 by 4 is basically the amount paid by shopkeeper for each fruit. This is the cost price. This is the amount which is paid by the shopkeeper. So cost price is rupees 1 by 4 per fruit. Cost price is rupees 1 by 4 per fruit. That is rupees 1 by 4 for each fruit. Now we have, it is given that he wants to realize a profit of 20%. That is, he wants a profit of 20%. Again, we have the cost price and it is asking about at what price must he sell. At what price must he sell? So basically he is asking about the selling price. So we know the cost price. We know he wants to get a profit of 20%. So cost price is there. Profit is basically 20%. What is given? The profit percentages is given as well as cost price is given. We need to find the selling price. So we'll apply the formula which we studied. It was profit percentage is equals to selling price minus cost price divided by cost price into 100. What is the selling price? Selling price is something which we have to find. So let's say this is SP. CP is 3 by 4. CP is 1 by 4. SP minus 1 upon 4 divided by again CP, which is 1 by 4 into 100. And this profit is 20%. The profit is 20%. SP we have to find. CP is 1 by 4. Substitute the values of CP as well as profit percentage. So if we solve this equation, this will be 1 by 4. This will be 1 by 5. This will be 1 and this is 5. If I bring this 5 to the denominator and this 1 by 4 to the numerator, so this will become 1 by 4 into 100 will come down, 20 by 100, which will be 1 by 5. So 1 by 4 into 1 by 5 is equals to SP minus 1 by 4. This 1 by 4 I'll take to the left hand side. So this will be SP will be 1 by 4 into 1 by 5 plus 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 into 1 by 5 is 1 by 20. So this will be 1 by 20. This will be 1 by 20 and this will be 1 by 4. So 1 by 20 plus 1 by 4. We'll take the LCM as 20 here. So this will be 20. This will be 1. 1 by 20. 20 is the LCM. 1 plus 1 by 4 will be 4 into 5. So 1 plus 5 by 20. So I can say selling price of the item is rupees 6 by 20. Is rupees 6 by 20. So this will become rupees 3 by 10. So selling price of the item is rupees 3 by 10. If we look up, the cost price is rupees 1 by 4 per fruit. So this selling price will be rupees 3 by 10 per fruit. Rupees 3 by 10 per fruit. Now what we'll do is we'll look at the options. Basically we'll look at each option to get the answer. What we need is basically the selling price of the item. Selling price of the item to be rupees 3 by 10 per fruit. So selling price of the item to be rupees 3 by 10 per fruit. 3 by 10 for each fruit. Option A says that 9 fruits for rupees 30. These all are selling price. All the options are basically a selling price because this is asking for selling price. Option A is saying 9 fruits for 30 rupees. So the price of each fruit will be 30 by 9. Price of each fruit will be 30 by 9. This will be equal to 10 by 3. Both will go by 3. Both are divisible by 3. So this will become 10 by 3. Is this equal to the required answer which we need? The required selling price which we need? No. So this won't be our answer. Option A is not our answer. Then we have option B as 6 fruits for rupees 15. 6 fruit for rupees 15 means each fruit for 15 by 6. Each fruit for 15 by 6. This will again go by 3. So this will become 5 by 2. Is this equal to the required answer? No. We need 3 by 10. This is 5 by 2. So again option B is also not the answer. Option A is not the answer as well. Option C is saying 10 fruits for 6 rupees. So each fruit will be 6 by 10. Each fruit will be 6 by 10, or we can say 3 by 5. Again we need 3 by 10. This is 3 by 5. So this won't be the correct answer. Then we have 90 fruits for 30 rupees. So this will become 30 divided by 90. 30 divided by 90 is 1 by 3. This is also not equal to 3 by 10. So D is also not the answer, which means that E should be the answer. Let's confirm this again. 50 fruits for 15 rupees means 1 fruit for 15 by 50. 50 fruits for 15 rupees means each fruit is 15 by 50. If we cut this, both of them are divisible by 5. This 15 by 50 will become 3 by 10. The selling price of the item is rupees 3 by 10 in option E, as well as the required answer is rupees 3 by 10 per fruit. So the correct answer is option E. If you have any doubt, you can ask. So let's move to the next slide. I hope this is clear. So let's move to the next slide. Again, another important concept in the topic of profit loss, which is discount. Very important topic. What is discount? A discount is a deduction in the mark price of a particular item. The mark price. What was the mark price? Mark price was basically the MRP, or basically the label which was put on the box. It's the example which I discussed in the first part of the video. The mark price was rupees 150 there. The MRP of the box was rupees 150. So the mark price, the deduction, basically the deduction in the mark price of the item, of a particular item, is represented by discount. If I have to explain, the formula for discount is mark price minus selling price. So let's say the mark price of an item initially was rupees 150. Mark price of the item was rupees 150. I put the label as rupees 150. Now I am the shopkeeper and you are the consumer. You as a consumer or the customer said that you cannot pay rupees 150. You need some discount. You need some reduction at this price. Basically, you feel that rupees 150 is too high, so you want to pay some amount at less than this. So as a shopkeeper, I thought, okay, what I'll do, I'll charge you. That is, actually, I'll give you the price at rupees 120. This item, which the mark price is rupees 150, the label says that it is rupees 150. I am giving to you at rupees 120. Me being the shop keeper, as if let's say you are a loyal customer here, I am giving you the item at rupees 120. So this reduction, basically I am giving, if I give you this item at rupees 120, you have to pay me rupees 120. So as a customer, whatever the price you're paying for an item is basically the selling price. So this 120, that is the price paid by the customer, which is you in this case, is 120. This selling price will become, this 120 will become the selling price. So the reduction in mark price, you can clearly see the mark price was rupees 150 initially, but it came down to 120. Reduction in mark price. There's a decrease of 30 rupees. There is the reduction of 30 rupees. This reduction of 30 rupees, this bringing down of mark price by rupees 30 is basically the discount. It is a discount, which is said in this formula as well. Discount is equals to mark price minus selling price. Mark price minus selling price. So if I apply this formula in this, so discount, I'll represent this by D. Mark price is what? 150. Mark price is 150 and selling price of the item, that is the price which is paid by the customer. Selling price is 150 and the mark price is 150 and selling price, which is 120, that is the price paid by you, who is the customer here, is 120. The difference between the mark price and the selling price, 150 minus 120 is equals to 30, is basically the discount. So this is the formula for discount. Now we have the formula for discount percentage. Discount percentage is mark price minus selling price divided by mark price into 100. Again, this mark price minus selling price, that is the numerator, can be substituted with this value. You can substitute it with discount. So this will become discount by MP into 100. So this is about discount. Discount is a reduction or a deduction from the mark price of an item. It is given as the formula discount is equals to MP minus SP, which is mark price minus selling price, and discount percentage is given by the formula discount divided by mark price into 100. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay guys, do like the stream. So let's move to the next slide. Now there's one more important concept, which is kind of, you can say, the opposite of discount is basically the markup. Discount was a reduction in the mark price of the item. Markup is the amount added. Discount was the amount reduced. Markup is the amount added to the cost price of the goods. Amount added to the cost price of the goods. Let's say initially cost price of the item was rupees 100. This price, what this price includes is basically the price of raw material as well as the price which is used, incurred while creating that product. Let's say there's some item A. To create that item A, the cost price was rupees 100. That is the amount of all the raw materials, the machinery, the processes to make it was rupees 100. But there are certain costs which are not included in this. Let's say the transportation cost or the logistic cost. Transportation, you have to transport this item from a particular place from a industry to some basically some shop to some shops who will sell this item. So there will be some transportation cost which is not included in this. So what they'll do, they'll increase the cost price of the item. They'll increase this cost price of the item. Let's say the cost price of the item is increased by rupees 30. The cost price of the item is increased by rupees 30. So this increase in the cost price basically is, so what will happen is basically this will become the mark price. Mark price. Why? This is the cost price, that is the actual cost which was incurred. Now you have increased it by rupees 30. You've increased it by rupees 30 and now you'll put the label saying that the mark price, that is the actual cost, the overall cost, because the companies will also think of getting their profit as well. So the transportation cost plus the logistic cost plus all other extra costs plus like they're including their profit as well. The overall price of the item is 130. So they'll put the label as 130. So this mark price will be rupees 130. And this increase from the cost price of the item, that was rupees 100, to this mark price, which is rupees 130. This increase is basically the markup. This increase in the cost price of the item from 100 to 130 is basically the markup. It is given by the formula markup is equals to mark price minus cost price. Markup is given by the formula mark price minus cost price. If we see in this example, we can clearly see that the markup, let's say it is M, is equals to, what is the mark price? Mark price is 130, so 130. What is the cost price? Cost price is 100, so 130 minus 100. So markup is equals to 30 rupees. Markup is 30 rupees. You can clearly see that the increase was 30, so the increase in the price, cost price of the item is basically the markup. Markup is 30 rupees, and the markup percentage is given by the formula MP minus CP divided by CP into 100. Markup is equals to MP minus CP, so I can substitute these values as well. So it will become markup divided by CP into 100. So what is markup? Markup is basically the amount added to the cost price of the good. It is given by the formula mark price minus cost price, and the formula to calculate markup percentage is given by the formula markup, which is MP minus CP divided by CP into 100. So if I have to sum it, okay, one more important thing, discount is always used for the selling price. Basically, a reduction from mark price will give you a selling price. So discount is a relation. Discount is basically the relation between MP, which is mark price, and selling price. Discount is a relation between mark price and the selling price. And if we are talking about markup, markup is basically the relation between mark price and selling price, or mark price and cost price, MP and CP. So markup is basically the relation between CP, which is cost price, and MP, which is mark price. Remember this thing, this is very important. You'll get confused by seeing the terms markup and discount. So, but if you remember this thing, that the markup is always between the cost price and the mark price, and discount is always between the mark price and the selling price, you will be able to solve many of the questions. Remember these formulas. Also, this is CP here, MP minus CP divided by CP, and the previous one, which is discount, it is MP minus SP divided by MP. MP minus SP divided by MP into 100. This was about discount and markup. If you have any doubts, you can ask. So let's move to the next slide. Okay, I can see there are many people who are joining in now, so I just want to update them regarding this thing, which is we at Cracku are providing 5 IIM Bangalore level mock tests. There is IIM Bangalore undergraduate free mock tests. Do give these mock tests. These all are free mocks. You can clearly see these all are free mocks. Click on these mocks. Okay. So how you can do is basically you can visit the website cracku.in. On this cracku.in website, what you have to select is basically this IT Medicine IIM Bangalore undergraduate section. You have to click on this one, and what you have to see, you can see in the last, you can clearly see IIM Bangalore undergraduate mock test for free. Click on that one, you will be redirected to this page. Again, these mocks are designed by the alumni of IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Bangalore, and IIM Calcutta. So I'll definitely suggest you to give these mocks. Again, these are available free of cost, and I'll definitely suggest you to keep visiting this website as well as subscribing our YouTube channel and liking the video as well, because we are planning to provide you a lot of free content, a lot of content on the website. So do give these mocks. Many people are giving it, and we are finding the level of these. They are finding the level of these mocks is very good. So do give this. See where do you stand, and then start preparing for the exam. So let's move to the next one. So we have a question. Give this a try. I have 2.5 minutes to solve this one. Try to solve this in 2.5 minutes. So time is up, guys. Let's solve this question. It is given that Ramesh got 30% discount. Yeah, Ramesh got 30% discount while buying a pen. Okay, he's buying some pen and he got a discount of 30%. So discount is equals to 30%. Discount is 30%. If he had not got the discount, he would have been required to pay rupees 85.5 extra. At what price did Ramesh buy the pen? So at what price did Ramesh buy the pen? So Ramesh got 30% discount. What I'll do, I'll assume the price of each pen, price of the pen, I'll assume the price of the pen equal to rupees X. Price of the pen is equals to rupees X. Ramesh got 30% discount. Ramesh got 30% discount. So what I can say, I'll assume this as selling price. Selling price of the item is rupees X. I'm assuming that the selling price of the item is rupees X. Ramesh got 30% discount. This means that the price basically what actually, okay, this is the mark price, because if he's getting 30% discount, this will be the mark price. This is basically the mark price because he's getting 30% discount. That is, discount means reduction in the mark price. So I'm assuming this as X. So the selling price of the item, if I apply the formula, discount percentage is equals to mark price minus selling price divided by mark price into 100. If I apply this formula, we are given discount percentage as 30%, mark price is rupees X, we'll substitute the values, this is 30 is equals to mark price is X minus selling price we have to find, I'll assume this as SP. Again this is X into 100. This 30, this 100 will get cancelled and this value will become 0.3. 100 will come here and 30 divided by 100 will be 0.3. So 0.3x is equals to x minus SP. So what is SP? SP is equals to 0.7x. You can directly do it that there is a discount of 30%. So if, as you know, if the item is 100 rupees and if there is a discount, that is a reduction of 30%, the price will be 70. Similarly, there will be a 70% decrease. So if the mark price of the item is rupees X, the selling price will be 0.7x. That is further given in the question that if he had not got the discount, what does this statement mean? If he had not got the discount, this statement means that he is paying rupees X only. If there is no discount, that is, if in the previous slide, if I say discount is equals to mark price minus selling price, if the value of this discount is 0, what will happen? MP minus SP is equals to 0. So MP will be SP. MP is equals to SP, that is the mark price, will be equal to the selling price. So with that concept, I can say the similar thing here as well, that if he had not got the discount, mark price will be the selling price. So if he had not got the discount, what will be the price he would have been? He would have been required to pay rupees 85.5 extra. He would have been required to pay rupees 85.5 extra. What is the amount he is paying? What is the amount he is paying? He is getting 30% discount. So the amount he is paying is this, 0.7x. The amount he is paying is 0.7x. If he had not got the discount, it is given that if he had not got the discount, he would have been required to pay rupees 85.5 extra. So if he had not got the discount, that is, if he was paying rupees X, if he was paying X rupees, which is equal to the mark price, again discount is 0, so mark price is selling price. If he is paying X rupees, that is the selling price is X, he had to pay rupees 85.5 extra. What is this extra? Is basically the addition to this item, this amount, because this is the amount which is paid by Ramesh. This is paid by Ramesh. This is paid by Ramesh after getting 30% discount. If he is not getting discount, So this x will be equal to 0.7x, that is the original amount which he had to pay, plus this 85.5 rupees extra as well. This 85.5 rupees extra, so 0.7x plus 85.5 rupees. If he had not got the discount, that is, if he had paid rupees x, he would have paid 85.5 extra. What is he paying? He is paying rupees 0.7x because he got the discount. The mark price was x rupees. He got a 30% discount. So he is paying 0.7x. So if we solve this equation, so x is equal to 0.7x plus 85.5. This will come to the left hand side. So this will become 0.3x is equals to 85.5. This point will be cancelled, and this x is equals to 855 divided by 3. X is equals to 855 divided by 3. This will be equal to 2. 3 2 is 6. 2 is remaining, 25. 3 8s are 24. 1 5 and 3 5 are 15. So 285. So the value of x is rupees 285, and therefore the correct answer is option C. No. The correct answer is not option C. It is asking about at what price did Ramesh buy the pen. Basically, it is asking about what is the price which is paid by Ramesh. What is the amount which is being paid by Ramesh. The amount paid by Ramesh is basically the 0.7x. You can clearly see that is the amount paid by Ramesh is the 0.7x, not x. He is paying 0.7x to get that item. Therefore, our correct answer, that is the amount paid by Ramesh, will be 0.7 into x. We have find the value of x as 285. So 0.7 multiplied by 285. This will be 7 by 10. So 7 into 5 is 35. 5. 3 carry. 7 into the 56 plus 3 which is 9. 5. And 7 to the 14 plus 5 which is 19. So 1995 divided by 10. 1995 divided by 10 which is equals to rupees 199.5. So this is the amount which is paid by Ramesh, not this. This is not the amount which is Ramesh is paying. This is the mark price. This 285 is the mark price. The amount paid by Ramesh, that is the amount, that is the selling price. Selling price is basically the amount paid by the customer. Customer here is Ramesh. So the amount paid by Ramesh is basically this 0.7x, which is equal to rupees 199.5, and therefore the correct answer will be option D. So let's move to the next question. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the chat section. Okay, I can clearly see that many people are joining in now. There are many people who have joined in now. So I'll definitely suggest you to join this WhatsApp channel. You'll find the link in the description box. Do join this channel because this has all the students who are preparing for IIM Bangalore, and the best preparation is done when you are preparing with the like-minded people. So in this group, you'll find many people who are preparing for the IIM Bangalore mock test. So I'll definitely suggest you to join this group and communicate with your friends, like the friends who are preparing for the IIM Bangalore undergraduate test, as well as if you have any other friend in your known who is preparing for this exam, do suggest this WhatsApp group to him or the entire IIM Cracku channel to him. Basically, as I said, we are trying to provide a lot of content on our website. So do keep visiting the website, which is cracku.in. I have told you how to visit the website. Keep visiting the website, as well as like this video and subscribe to the channel because there's a lot of content which is coming on the channel. So keep checking it again and again. So, and do follow this WhatsApp channel. The link will be in the description box. So let's move on to the next slide. So this is a question. I am starting the timer. Again, there is 2.5 minutes for this question. Try to solve it in the given time only. Also, there are many people who are joining in now. I'll again remind you of we are providing 5 free mock tests for IIM Bangalore undergraduate exam. Do visit this, do search this on Google, search this Cracku IIM Bangalore undergraduate mock test. You will be directed to the cracku.in website. There you can find the IIM Bangalore mock tests. These are available free of cost. They are not being charged anything. These are available at free of cost. The similar pattern which IIM Bangalore has provided, 30 questions for quantitative and data interpretation, 15 for logical reasoning, and 15 for verbal ability and reading comprehension. So we have tried to replicate what IIM Bangalore can provide in the examination. So do give these mocks. There are many people who are attempting these mocks. Definitely it will benefit you in some way, because you will find out where exactly do you stand and what exactly you have to prepare for the next 1.5 months. So do give these mocks. These are prepared, as I said, by the alumni of IIMs, top IIMs like from IIM Ahmedabad and IIM Calcutta. So do give these mocks. So the last only 10 seconds are left for this one. Your time is up. Let's solve this question. It is saying the mark price on a shirt is rupees 240. The mark price on a shirt is rupees 240. Here directly the MP, that is the mark price of the item of the shirt, is given. So MP is equals to rupees 240. Ramesh bargains with the shopkeeper to get a 10% discount on it. Ramesh is bargaining to the shopkeeper to get 10% discount on it. The discount is equals to 10%. Discount is equal to 10%. If the shopkeeper still made a profit of 20%, so he's still making a profit of 20%, then approximately what is the markup percentage on the shirt? First of all, it is given that the profit is 20%. So again, I'll write this here. Profit is equal to 20%. What is the markup percentage which is being asked? It is asking for the markup percentage. It is asking for markup percentage is what? So this is a concept, this is a question which uses all the concepts for the mark price, discount, as well as profit. If you have any doubts regarding previous question, you can ask. Okay, there are no doubts, so let's continue this one. So mark price is rupees 240. We have provided that he is Ramesh bargained with the shopkeeper and he got a 10% discount. He got a 10% discount. Also, the shopkeeper still made a 20% profit. It's given that even after this discount, he made a profit of 20%. What is the markup percentage? So this is a question which uses all the concepts which we have studied today. Discount percentage, profit percentage, and markup percentage. So let's solve this one. Again, all the formulas which we have studied today, I'll use them only and get the answer. The first is basically it is given discount percentage. I know the mark price as well as discount. I am aware of the mark price as well as discount. So what I'll do, I'll apply the formula. Discount percentage is equals to mark price minus selling price divided by mark price into 100. This is the discount percentage formula, that is D is equals to MP minus SP divided by MP into 100. What is MP? MP is 240. SP we have to find, and the value of D, which is discount percentage, we know that it is 10. So this is 10 is equals to MP is 240. So 240, 10 is equals to 240 minus SP divided by again MP. MP is 240 into 100. So we are substituting the values. Let's solve this equation. This 0 and 0 will be cancelled here, and this 0 and this 0 will be cancelled here. So what we get is 24 is equals to 240 minus SP. 24 is equals to 240 minus SP. So SP is equals to 216 rupees. SP is equals to 216 rupees. So we have got the selling price of the item as rupees 216. I'll write it here that we have got the selling price SP is equals to 216. I've got the value of SP is equals to 216. Discount was the relationship between mark price and the selling price. I have applied the formula for discount and I have got the selling price as rupees 216. Now it is given that the profit is equal to 20%. After providing the discount, that is on this mark price of rupees 240, after providing a discount of 10%, the selling price is rupees 216. Still at this price, that is still at this selling price of 216, he is making a profit of 20%. He is making a profit of 20%. So we know the formula for profit percentage as well, which I discussed in the first slide or the second slide, I think. So profit percentage P is equals to SP minus CP divided by CP into 100. This is the formula for profit percentage. P is equals to SP minus CP divided by CP into 100. Now, we have calculated the selling price of the item as rupees 216. Using mark price and discount, we got the selling price as rupees 216. So P is equals to SP minus CP divided by CP into 100. Profit percentage also, we are given that it is 20%. So what we'll do, we'll substitute the value of P as 20 and SP as 216. So 20 is equals to 216 minus CP divided by CP into 100. You have to calculate the value of CP. So I'll assume this as CP only. So 20 is equals to 216 minus CP divided by CP into 100. Now this is 1, this is 1 and this is 5. So I can say CP is equals to 216 minus CP divided by 5. Sorry, multiplied by 5. If I solve this, if I take the CP to this side, so this becomes CP is equals to 216 minus CP into 5. So this becomes CP is equals to 216 into 5 is 216 into 5 is 10, 16 5 is 80. So 1080 minus 5 CP. Again, this 5 CP I'll take to the left hand side. This minus 5 CP I'll take to the left hand side. This will become plus 5 CP. So this will become 6 CP is equals to 1080. 6 CP is equals to 1080. I'll divide this 6 and 1080. This will come out as CP is equals to 180. If I solve this equation, 6 CP is equals to 1080. CP will come as 180 rupees. Again, I'll write here at the top that CP I have got at 180 rupees. So first I use the formula mark price and discount percentage to get the selling price. Then I use the values of selling price and the profit percentage to get the cost price of the item. Now let's see what is asked in the question. Question is asking about the markup percentage, and markup is basically the relation between mark price and the cost price of the item. So markup percentage, markup is equals to, what is the relation? It was MP minus CP divided by CP into 100. It is asking for the markup percentage. It is asking for the markup percentage. We have to use the values of MP and CP. Now see there, we know the value of MP. MP is equals to 240, and we know we have calculated the value of cost price as well. Cost price is equals to 180. So we know the value of MP, we know the value of CP. What we'll do, we'll apply to this formula. MP is 240, so 240. CP is 180, so 240 minus 180 divided by CP is 180 again, so 240 minus 180 divided by 180 into 100. So the numerator will be 240 minus 180 is 60. So 60 divided by 180, which is CP is 180 into 100. This will be 1 by 3, and 1 by 3 into 100, which is 100 by 3. This is approximately equal to 33.33%. It is approximately 100 by 3 value is equal to 33.33%, and therefore the overall markup percentage is 33.33%, and therefore the correct answer to this question is option E, which is 33.33%. Option E is the correct answer. So if you have any doubts in this question, you can ask. Also, if you want to see, like if you visit the mock test, you will find a lot of questions like this. this IIM Bangalore undergraduate mock test. If you visit the website there, you will find a lot of questions on profit and loss and discount, or let's say the previous topics which we have discussed regarding one was percentages. All the questions which are discussed in those slides, you can find the questions like those which is provided in the mock test as well. The only skill which you have to test is basically whether you are able to solve questions using this concept in a given time frame, in the time frame of the mock. That is, whether you are able to solve the questions, those 60 questions in 120 minutes or not. So we have discussed up till now. We have discussed grammar. We have discussed linear arrangement. We have discussed today. We have discussed profit loss discount. Coming up classes are for, I think one is for algebra, one is for circular arrangement, as well as we have a class for reading comprehension. So like attend these sessions and give these mocks. Give these mocks. See where do you stand. See where do you lack. What is your basically what is your weakness and what is your strength. You can focus more on your weakness, and on that weakness you can work on it. Apart from it, we have a regular session tomorrow as well. We have a session at 8 p.m. from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. So do join it and do like this stream. Do subscribe the channel. Keep visiting the Cracku website. We are planning to provide a lot of content. Everything. If there is any update regarding the sample paper from IIM Bangalore, we'll definitely update you. Update it on our website. So I'll definitely suggest you to keep visiting keep searching this Cracku IIM Bangalore undergraduate mock test. There you will be transferred to that page, and we'll provide whatever new is being added there. You can just keep on looking at it. Apart from it, do join the WhatsApp channel as well. We have specially created a channel for all the IIM Bangalore undergraduate students who are preparing for IIM Bangalore undergraduate exam. So prepare with the like-minded people, whatever whoever is preparing. With this, I would like to end the session for today. It was a fun session, I think. Do like this video whenever you're seeing it. Do like this video and subscribe to the channel as well. You will see videos coming onto this channel at a constant basis up till 13th December. As I said, we have a schedule up till 13th of December already prepared. So we have a lot of sessions like this, informative sessions like this, which has concepts as well as some practice questions. And when you're done with these sessions, give these mock tests. See where do you stand. Also join the WhatsApp channel and do update about the streams as well. Be updated about the streams as well, and subscribe the channel and like this video. So with this, I would like to end today's session. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you.